I'm Jen. I live in Los Angeles and I do influencer marketing for Warner Bros. Records. When I was an intern back in college, I was super interested in moving to LA and working in the music industry, and so started hitting up a bunch of companies, getting some interviews, and I scored one with this one company that basically allowed me to do social media for musicians, people like Britney Spears and whatnot, and that was really dope. Did that for a little bit, graduated from college, moved out here, and then worked in this similar field for a little bit and then kind of switched over and pivoted to working with influencers. Interviewed with this label, and throughout my interview with them, I was interviewing for a social media job, and they basically were like, hey, we like your experience working with influencers, so what if we created this role for you and had you kind of like spearhead all things influencer relations. I think one thing that's interesting is that throughout all the research I've been doing, when someone comes up to me and they're like, no, we don't want to go with a beauty influencer, we want to go with a dance influencer, it's really just being more familiar with everyone's branding as a whole and the audience space behind all of that. And yeah, that's kind of my thing. A big difference between the artist and an influencer is that often for artists, their fans are truly like fans. They talk to their fans as if they are fans, whereas with influencers, I feel like oftentimes they talk to their fan base as if they're their friends. And so there's a different way that they kind of approach all the different conversations that they do. I feel like when the influencer game really started to rise, I tried to fight it and I tried to say like, oh yeah, no, I'm not influenced. I'm my own person, blah, blah, blah. But no, we're all influenced. Being around influencers all the time as well, I feel like I definitely am influenced. I mean, it's a cheesy quote, but it's true. Just stay true to yourself. Don't try to be like everybody else. And also like, forget about the numbers for a minute. Like granted, you do get deals sometimes based upon your numbers, but put all of that aside, and the minute that you stop thinking about, you know, the money or, you know, just you skyrocketing to the top and you really try to really stay true to who you are, I think just naturally these creative ideas start coming to mind. I've been around influencers that do like on both sides. The influencers that really just want to be true to themselves and authentic and come up with like different content and also like be relatable to people without trying too hard. And I've noticed that without, again, trying too hard, they start to actually just naturally, you know, grow and start getting deals and all this stuff. And then the people that do try too hard, they get exhausted. And there's been so many influencers that you can read about online that, you know, they go dark and they stop posting for a month or a year and whatnot, and then all of a sudden they have to make a comeback video because obviously everything that they do lives on the internet, so they're always having to talk about every little thing. But I don't know, I guess the best thing I can say is just stay true to yourself and surround yourself with good people.